Hey, welcome back to the Metro Icon podcast, and I hope you guys are all doing well, and hopefully you guys checked out episode 50. That's right, we got to 50 episodes, y'all, and I cannot thank you guys enough for your support, but it can go deeper, so make sure you guys are following DIA Media. Push that subscribe button down below, and check out every episode that's going to be coming out. We had a late upload for episode 50 that came out this last Wednesday, so you're kind of getting a double whammy of 2 episodes in 1 week. So today is episode 51, and before we go into it, Mojo, nice, big, getting bigger. That's right. He is very happy. Thank you, Mojo. Thank you. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, he's not trying to find me. So, of course, updates. You can catch me doing bingo karaoke every single Tuesday and Thursday of every week. Tuesdays, you can catch me from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. at the Library Bar in downtown Fort Worth. And then on Thursdays at Scout Dallas inside the Statler Hotel from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And in case you guys don't know how bingo karaoke works, bingo numbers are called with every karaoke performance that comes up on stage. And anyone playing bingo, which is absolutely free to play, has a chance to win gift cards to the establishment that you can use that night towards your tab. So super cool incentive. But of course, to get up-to-date information of all my weekly gigs or upcoming shows that you guys can come check out, make sure you guys go to my website, www.theshowman.live, or you can visit my Instagram at Shawn Kay Doitall, and hopefully I'll catch you at one of my nights. So, that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and talk about this episode. I talked to a DFW homie and comedian, Rudy Ventura. We had a very, very fun day that day because Rudy, aside from being a funny comedian, is also a very talented chef and had a chance to cook us some food. And Pupusas? No, it wasn't Pupusas or something. But either way, y'all, it was a very fun hang. And it was one of the first episodes where I had a guest actually cook for me and my family. And we had a chance to enjoy that meal during the episode. So go ahead, turn your speakers up. Here's my episode with Rudy V.
You can do it all. You can't.
Do it all, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Metro Icon podcast. I'm your host, Shawn Kay the Showman of Doitall Entertainment and DIA Media. And you know what we do on this show? We talk about the world of entertainment and media and the icons that live in it. And I can't even qualify whether this guy is an icon or not, to be honest with you. I mean, he has iconic moments. He's an iconic personality. But is he an icon? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Rudy Ventura in the house.
Hey, relax, guys. You guys are getting crazy.
How does that feel? How does that feel, Rudy?
Oh, just a regular.
That's what that sounds like.
Just a regular Monday for me.
Yeah, right. But in between the flaws, it's like, so what am I going up? What am I going up, Rudy? Brother, thank you for coming through. But also,
thank you for having me.
Thank you to myself for being the first guest that I went and picked up. Luckily, it ran and coincided with Aaron's. Got my boy Rudy a glass.
Oh yeah, let me grab this
of
glass
the show fashion regular drink of the house. My Evan Williams honey bourbon. First time he's having it. Here we go.
Let's go.
Cheers, brother.
I clear my taste buds. All right, we're good. Tastes like shit. It's like I expected it to be. No, it's actually really good. Shut out, Gordo.
What a comedian this guy is. Actually, you'll find out more. But no, for real. What do you think?
I like the honey. What is it?
So it's because
Feels like a heavy honey. I don't know what it is.
So it's a honey bourbon. It's Evan Williams honey bourbon. So I drink old fashions. That's my drink. I've been ever since being from Chicago. But I've been always an old fashioned drinker. So
yeah, that's what rich old white men at strip clubs drink.
Yeah, I'm the one in the club drinking the Dos Equis because I can't afford it.
Yeah, right.
That's literally how it is for me now. So whichever case, yeah, this is kind of like my drink that is pretty much like an old fashioned in a glass. It's got a little orange liqueur in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm tasting.
And then that honey is in there. So it's like it doesn't burn. It's got a smooth.
I like the orange.
Yeah.
It makes that tang though.
So Rudy's in the house today. We're having a little Sunday fun day, and for those of you who don't know, I'll let Rudy go ahead and explain. But from the showman's viewpoint, it's pretty much I see Rudy. He's a comedian. He is a business entrepreneur. And show producer. He's actually putting on shows and actually, you know what? Let's call him a master networker. I think that's one thing that Rudy does well, is he networks well. But ladies and gentlemen, Rudy Ventura.
You almost
said Ramsey. I almost said Ramsey.
It's funny in the whole scene. People always get almost confused. Like, I was looking for the other Rudy.
Yeah.
It's fine.
There's not many Rudys.
He's the fake Rudy. I gotta say that because his name's Rodolfo. It's not Rudy.
Ooh, what's your full name?
Rudy.
It's literally you're on your birth
in the birth
certificate.
certificate.
Rudy.
RUDY.
Damn. Yeah. I can see where the laziness started.
Yeah, exactly. Be right back.
Couldn't even do Rudolph. You know. But anyway, no. But like, we were. How long have you been doing comedy now?
March 28th was the first time I picked up the idea to do it, or the first time I was like, let's actually do this. And then the first time I got on stage was April 2nd. So we're about to be almost at 1 year here soon. It's March 24th, I think, today. 23rd, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, so fucking like a week. Yeah, like a week. I'm about to hit my 1 year mark.
Damn, what are you doing 1 year, Rudy? Yeah. Rudy Ventura doing 1 year, y'all.
Let's go.
How you about to celebrate?
I'm gonna have me one of these Shawn
the show fashions.
The show fashions, baby.
Yeah, you can give it in the bottle. Evan Williams honey bourbon.
Yo, let's go.
Talk to me, cuz.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm going to be like the Jake from State Farm.
Yeah.
I'm speaking it into existence and I'm putting it on my episodes. But no, man, Rudy is he's we've known each other, I would say like maybe now 5-6 months or so.
Yeah.
I think you came like you were fresh, but you were halfway into the game. And I remember when you were coming in, like the common word, because that would mean that like I was like about a year and a half. So I mean, known most of the scene for a little while, but there was always this common opinion, and it's kind of like one thing I know for sure that would make you iconic is you are a wild boy. You might be one of the most wildest.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Aside from comedy, he's a helium impersonator. That's a stupid joke. Stupid.
Hey, we're trying.
Yeah, we're just working. But like I've seen some of the most. I mean, we'll get into some of the stories. I'll tell you. I'm gonna have to tell everybody in true validation the most memorable moment that Rudy ever did. I think you might even know.
I don't. I've heard so many. I've heard so many. They're always fucking awesome to me.
So when I say he's a wild boy, you should understand. Like, I mean,
every friend I have that's a comedian has a crazy story about me. So let's hear this one, Shawn. I'm excited for this one.
Oh, this one at Reno's.
Yeah, which time?
The one that you came up and you were like, do you want to see a trick?
Oh, where I just made myself throw up?
Bro, yeah. Running, so we in front of Reno's, right? And then there's the alley that's right to the side of it. And you run in around the corner from the alley.
I just thought it was going to be funny to spook you like that.
And you run right up to us, and it was like a direct path. Like it was one of those things.
It's like I had a mission.
This is what I think actually happened. If I had to guesstimate, the actual thought process was you were casually walking around and almost going to walk into Reno's, checking to see who's smoking in the front, and then you saw me standing there with somebody. I can't remember who I was even with at this point. And then you walked backwards and then started running. And came like in a straight curved beeline right in front of us and was like, "Hey guys, you want to see a trick?" And then I'm like looking at you, and before I even have a chance to respond, you just 2-finger fucking throw back.
It was these two right here too, guys.
Bro.
Yeah, sometimes
that's where I'm just like, all right, yo, I know comedy's subjective, but no, fuck this shit, dude. Like,
that's not okay.
Like, the Chicago side of me was like feeling so goddamn disrespected, bro. And I know it took me a minute. I'm be like, you know what? Rudy's gonna have to prove something I can trust. This bullshit's not gonna be coming out. But we've mended.
That's funny.
You've mended in the time being. But like, I remember. I think man, it was like the first few weeks after that happened. I would call you out every single time. I'm like, you motherfucker. Like I can't get that fucking.
Yeah.
Whenever I see your face,
You can't get the image.
Yeah, bro. I
of me
see that
just
shit. I hate that shit.
two finger punching my throat.
And I'm not a big drinker, but it's just like, I'm not a big drinker. A lot of the reason is because the times I would big drink usually led to puking, and they were always just like the worst times.
I just felt like shit like that day. I think I ate something that made me feel shitty. And I was like, I want to drink, you know?
Who made it?
What?
Whatever you ate.
Man, I think I got it from a restaurant, to be honest.
Okay.
I think it was I think it was like some pasta or something.
That day?
That day, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I started drinking, and I was just feeling like shit. And I don't know where I learned this, but when I was, younger, I heard, hey, if you feel like shit, you could force yourself to throw up and you'll feel better. And for some reason, it always works. I don't know what it is, but when I...
You don't know why?
I don't know why. Whenever I eat something that makes my stomach hurt and I make myself throw up, I just feel better instantly after. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I just feel...
Hey, life is about discovery, and I'm just glad you're finding the answers, even though if you don't know how to quantify the answers, you're just like,
I'm just like a caveman learning how to use a phone. He's like, I don't know what this is, but I learned how to use it.
Like imagining you like, yo, you guys, did you notice that like, if you push this black button, the flame just comes out.
That's me.
Dude, don't explain it to me. Now I just know.
If you hold an ice cube too long in your hand, it might just melt.
It turns into water.
Yeah.
No, you don't know what melting is.
I don't know what melting is. Yeah, it just turns into water.
Is this shit gay? Why is it transitioning in hands?
Evaporation.
Yeah. There it is. Comedy riff. So are you Dallas? Are you DFW born and raised?
Hell yeah, born and raised out here in D-Town, baby.
D-Town. He loves that D-Town. He gets D-Town from all around.
Yeah, I get that big D. You bail me?
Triple D. That's what that big D in DFW stands for.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas.
Stands for Denny, my brother.
Denny.
Don't worry about it.
Denny Ventura. Denny Ventura.
That's my brother.
But
being from Dallas has been dope. I'm born and raised out here. I didn't even know that I had like Texas accent till like people that weren't from Texas called it out. You know what I'm saying?
You country hood, bro. I mean,
yeah.
Like you definitely country hood.
I love it.
Although you ain't live in country hood, I'm sure you're like your hood ass friends though love coming to.
They love hanging out.
They love hanging out at your spot.
I got all sorts of friends. I got white ass friends. I got hood ass friends.
Ox sorts of friends.
I think that's just it.
Yeah. I'm friends with a few ox too. So
yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, so born and raised. Have you ever been to Chicago?
No. But that's where my people at home of the Beaners.
All right. Well, I don't have a.
It was supposed to be. That was way better.
I was like, I could add. There was a few sound bits that I was like, I'm like, you know what? I could just do that with my mouth.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well then, you started doing comedy. So like, are you like going through high school? I mean, you're 20. How old?
I'm 29 now.
29.
Yeah, I'm about to turn 30 in November.
Just goes to show you, living by your truth is the fountain of youth. If y'all didn't hear me say it before, Rudy is the damn testament. Living by your truth is the fountain of youth.
I don't even know what that means, but yeah.
That's what I say to myself because people say I look young for 37.
Oh yeah, I hear that all the time.
Yeah. So I would definitely say that goes towards you. But you have way better hair than I do, so
yeah, you have to wear like a diaper on your hair.
Yeah. Yeah, this is my turbini, bro. This is my turbini.
What is it? Like a do-rag? Like an Indian do-rag?
No, actually, if you want to be completely honest, so what it is actually is it's a gator sleeve that I just tie to like have it as like its own wrap. So
like the ones to cut yards or fish.
Yeah. Put over your thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it's a custom one. So it.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean?
I always wonder what the fuck that was.
Yeah. So what I do is like to get the best fold, crease, and like the way it holds, you just tie it
Man, you got to teach Steven how to do that. He'd look cooler with a do-rag. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, you know my whole argument, and plus it's like I also use it when I like haven't shaved and I have a sloppy cut, you know.
Yeah.
And I was gonna shave. Usually I clean up for the episodes, but I was like, man, Rudy, I know coming in slack, coming in sloppy, slacky, you know, like whatever. I'm like, it's a Sunday fun day. I was like, bro, I don't want to have. I'll shower and shave tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like Rudy don't need to smell my finest. Right?
Yeah, you good.
So, yeah, so once I tie it up,
Yeah.
all I do is ween.
And like a little condom.
That, and then with this little pouch, I just kind of fold it.
It's like an uncircumcised.
Yeah, and it not only does
Headband.
it feed to my racial ambiguity, it also makes people think I have a ponytail, and then the baldness is like a big shock.
Oh, okay, yeah. They think you're like a Rasta when they
Yeah.
first see you.
Yeah, so that's why I'm excited for when I do get featured on Kill Tony. How many times? Because I know last time I saw you was when actually Pilar came with me in Austin.
Yeah.
How many times total have you signed up for Kill Tony?
I don't know the exact number. It's been a lot, but if I were to guesstimate it,
Because you didn't. I mean, was there
let's
like?
see, I've been doing comedy for almost a year now. I started going about like 4 months in, and then I would go every week or try to go every week or every other week. I would say like 30 times.
30?
Yeah, like 25, probably 30, something like that.
Damn, definitely over 20 though.
Definitely over 20.
Yeah. See, that's
Kinda
why
lot.
that shit is so wild to me because it's like now with my.
I was gonna go this Monday, but I got booked for the Love Show with Teddy.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I mean, speaking of that, I mean, you can't it's hard to compromise the investment of having to make the trip from DFW to Austin. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure you can.
I just love the connections I've made.
Yeah, right. I mean, I
I'm
agree.
so tight with so many people out there. It's
Yeah.
so nice to just go down there, bring a friend or two, and then like they feel comfortable because it's like they don't have to break that bridge to meet these people. I broke it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, he's cool, and he's from Dallas. She's cool,
See,
and she's from Austin.
I think
We're all good people.
that's where you and I we operate a little bit differently because I feel like when I go, because I understand the Austin comedy scene and market, right? And I feel like it's more saturated with very desperate pieces of shit in
For sure.
comedy. You know what I mean?
You got to learn how to treat them nice too.
Yeah, or
Everyone's a
like,
soul
I mean,
here.
but again, it's kind of like I try to operate with a sense of some awareness, right? And
Yeah, of course.
And I think being in the game as long as I have, don't trust a lot. So it's kind of like
Yeah,
I need a reason.
I feel like I'm a bit looser on
the
that,
only
you know?
the only really way I'm meeting people is like through mutual company. So it's like Tony Cruz or like Ivory Jones or Drew Nickens. They're
Yeah.
kind of hanging out. So then I'm kind of.
Yeah, I feel that, but I feel like if you
But I
don't-
have met Austin comedians. There's a few guys. I'm like, hey, what's going on, man? Like, and I'll catch up with them. But there's
Like-
also I went live on this last one, and I was standing in line to this one dude. He was an asshole. Like he was just like a bitter, like I didn't like his energy, but like he was just talking shit the whole time.
yeah.
You know, very steady throughout my.
It's
throughout
just
my
there's
life.
so many beautiful characters. Like there's this guy named Spence, this bigger dude with gauges. He's been on Kill Tony's. Good people, dude. Whenever I don't of course I always hang out with Ivory or Tony or Drew or whoever a Dallas comics that's out there. But sometimes like it's cool to separate from everyone and go hang out with someone that's barely sees you and I still feel as comfortable as I was with them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool to see like people like Spence or Boone. Boone's on a wheelchair. He's fucking hilarious. He hasn't been on Kill Tony, but I know he would rip that shit apart. And then there's just a bunch of different
Is he a DFW
souls.
comedian?
No, these are all Austin comedians. I'm
Oh,
talking
okay.
about. Yeah. Yeah, these are like Sammy. Sammy, she's beautiful soul, awesome. She got on Kill Tony. She was talking about how
Yeah,
her,
and
her
meeting,
boyfriend
also
got.
meeting and getting to know the characters that are on Kill Tony, because especially if they've been on it, I feel like
And I met her before she got on it. I told her
Oh,
I was
nice.
like, "You're gonna get on it.
Yeah.
I promise you." And when you get on there, kill it up there.
yeah,
Nothing less.
yeah.
And we,
I mean,
we
you
would
have
hang out
to,
all the time.
because it's like even for me, right? It's kind of like I know the odds are, and I feel like it's gonna get harder and harder now, because as the weather gets, it's now
Even
fairly
better.
warmer.
Less competition. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm
would-
saying
yeah.
I'm saying there's gonna be more signups and stuff because I think
Oh.
I think the last.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's finna be summer and spring.
Yeah.
Nah, but summer be fucking like if that venue doesn't have AC, everyone that's there to sign up is gonna be sweating bullets.
Yeah, dude. So they changed the format now recently as far as like how they do the call outs.
Yeah.
Because I think it was the last week of South by Southwest. Apparently there was like four or more people that missed their call. They've missed their name. They didn't come up, and now they only allow like 10 seconds. So they call, like, Colton comes out and he like calls it like maybe once or twice. And then, you know, obviously all the comedians are like, Lucas Newman.
Yeah, of course,
know?
yeah.
But like, you know,
and then if they don't hear it, then he's gone.
Yeah, then there's a countdown. They start going 10.
Yeah,
9,
I've been there for that.
8,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually saw this last one Monday. I saw a dude, bro, like, this is a guy that probably has been signing up for a minute, and then he was at Shakespeare's.
Yeah.
And his name got called.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
Same with someone else I know.
People were bolting to like, and I think even Colton mentioned, he was like, yo, like, yeah, he's like, he's a guy with the long hair. Like, Colton was describing him, knowing full well this guy has probably signed up like a bunch of
Yeah, he's like, I know who he is. I just can't find him.
Oh, and there's one time, the guy got arrested. One of the comedians got arrested this last Monday. I went to, and he's I think he's been on Kill Tony. He's a dude who looks like Black Beetlejuice. He is always wearing
Black Beetlejuice is black already. What do you mean?
Doc, shut the.
Oh, you're talking about the other Beetlejuice. Like there's
but
Beetlejuice.
This
the
guy's
one
a black version of Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I'm
He's
talking
got
about I'm talking about the little midget guy that's in the movie scary movie. He's like
Yeah, we're running.
Okay. Yeah, I know which Beetlejuice you're talking about now.
The comedian.
Yeah, no, you're talking about the movie.
The comedian that got arrested.
Yeah, he looks like the
he
movie.
like always wears the same thing. He always wears like black and white stripe socks, these like Chucks. Like he wears black shorts,
And he has
black
like,
and white stripes, and he has like frizzy fucking hair.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I forgot his name.
His name's A. No, it's not. It's like T or some shit. Yeah, he be living out his car type shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like a homeless.
Wears the same shit.
What did he get arrested for? Because he tried fighting someone last time.
I think that's what.
So
it was.
he tried fighting him again?
No.
Oh.
I think though someone said something that like it maybe I don't know how.
Because
I don't know the story.
He'll just start spazzing out like,
Yeah,
I believe in all you guys.
Yeah.
Like, man, like it's like, bro, you're like, I don't know, people like that. It's like, oh, you're just screaming for attention.
I mean, I think that's the danger of this game. You know what I mean? Because man,
if you go to Austin, like there's so many homeless people where it's like you might be worried that they're going to fucking punch you because you don't know these crazy ass people on these streets.
dude, it's like
you have to be on guard when you're over there signing up.
These are people like this is what I understand about this, especially in this game, right? Like there are people that you know, when they've invested years and they get to that point and then they're like in this mentality of if I just keep sticking through, you know what I mean? Like just not to quit. And I keep sticking through it, that somehow a moment, that opportunity is going to come and it will change everything. But obviously they're also living off of a lot of fucking bad habits. And so they have no self-awareness. So it's just that fucking factor. Like if I just don't quit, it'll happen for me. You know what I mean? But they won't, all their self-analysis is not through a good network circle or like realm of resources that are going to help them get into a healthier mental space. So all there is stuck here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No home, no fucking walls, no love. You know what I mean? And in spirit, they're always just like, oh, I root for you. You know, I want everyone's support and stuff like that, but no one supports me. And it's like that type of person or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I see that snapping point, like, especially with some of the homeless people that Austin have. I feel like we're former fucking comedians.
Yeah.
And
not in the same sense, but I know what you're saying.
And the only reason they can't sign up for Kill Tony is because they don't got an ID. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I would say more like they probably had dreams and aspirations or some, you know, it could be mental health as well.
Yeah,
but
I mean, this is
I feel like a lot of
the
comedians.
downfall. Yeah, this is the downfall of like the game. Not everyone makes it.
Yeah, there's like categories of comedians, especially in the Austin scene, where some people stick tighter to other ones because some are just there for the moment, and some are there because that's their passion and that's what they really want to do. And some people don't even do it for comedy. They just do it to hang because they got nothing.
I mean, it's therapy.
That's
Like,
funny.
if you look at it in any general sense, it's really therapy. you
Yeah,
know?
but at that point, it's like I'm not. I don't want to be around somebody that's just doing it for fun. I'm not. Yeah, of course, yeah, but have fun, of course. But like, what's your end goal? You don't have an end goal at all,
Right. You have to be
You
able
know?
to evolve the game or find a way for it to
If you're not on that, I don't want you around me.
Yeah. And for
I
me,
want people that want to like level up around
yeah.
me. You know
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
why it's kind of like, if you ask me and I won't ask you what your day job is, but if you ask me what my
Yeah, I
day
got
job
you.
is that, like, I'm full-time entertainment and media. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because everything I do, even the only thing financially I do on the side is driving Lyft. Bro, I have my QR codes, my branding. I have a sign, like a general FAQ, like that. Like,
Yeah, I love my job. To be honest.
and dude, I've gotten more Lyft passengers to come to my comedy shows than people who actually like know me, who are like, man, I gotta come out to one of your shows.
Yeah.
And they say it like that, all gassy full
With the
of
burp.
gassy full of ass.
So yeah, I mow lawns. So me and my homeboy, we mow lawns. We be just cutting yards and smoking weed
So
all day.
do you know the exact
living
date of
life.
your 1 year?
Yeah.
What is
The
it?
first time I got on stage is the first time I made the decision.
Like, what's gonna be your 1 year anniversary? What's the date this year?
It's two. I don't know. Like one was this,
Was it before or after 420?
like well at that point it was before, but like how do you say is your first day? Because I feel like your first day is the day that you're like, yeah, this is for me.
I think that
I guess the first day would be the first time stepping on stage.
Yeah, it would be your first time.
So that would be
because
April.
it was fairly consistent after that. Like, it wasn't
Yeah.
like you went on stage and then didn't go to an open mic for like a year.
No, yeah, it was April 2nd.
Oh, so then it's coming up. So day after
Yeah.
April Fools.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I mean,
That's funny how that works.
yeah, it's funny how that works.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm actually doing a.
do
I'm
you
hosting.
do you know Matt and Griffin from the Comedy Virgins podcast?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so they're an interesting duo. I have never seen them do stand up. I know Matt's been at open mics, but I've never heard them do stand up. But they do have a semi entertaining podcast show called Comedy Virgins, and they have featured me on one episode. Actually, that's where this pinata.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, that shit looks like the llama from Fortnite.
Yeah, so oh my god, that's how it shows how fucking young you are. Anyways, but this is gave me this as a gift, and then there's a trophy. And
Yeah,
then
I was looking at that too.
and then on the thing it says the greatest snowman.
Oh,
Like, they purposely spelled it wrong to be fun. Apparently there's stuff in there, but I want to wait until they come here to open.
snowman.
That's what the trophy says. The greatest snowman.
It doesn't say showman.
Nope. That's their funny bit. The greatest snowman.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that too. I thought your name was Snowman. Shawn Kay the Snowman.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's a horrible name for a
Yeah,
cocaine
that's why
dealer.
Everyone, yeah, I know. It's just so terrible. But it's just a game. I'm just not that guy. I've never been that guy to like even partake. I'm not that guy.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't need it.
That's
And-
good.
And yeah.
I don't fuck with that shit either.
But anyways, yeah. So they put stuff. So that they got that because I got. There's a story on YouTube of me being robbed in a piñata outfit on how actually my car. I was carjacked. Like, had a gun to my chest on Halloween of 2020, 3 weeks before I moved to Texas, and I was dressed as a piñata when it happened. So you can see that story, Shawn Kay piñata robbery on YouTube. But yeah, that happened. So they got me that when I went on the show.
Damn, I done had guns to my face for like zips and shit, but not a fucking in a pinata suit.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be
Hey.
like getting caught with your cock out a little bit, you know?
No, not really. Actually, to be honest, it saved my life because
Oh, it saved your life.
yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, I can't take this guy serious.
No, well, what credit you gonna get from the streets shooting a motherfucking pinata outfit?
Nah, for real.
Robbing him of his hybrid. You know what I mean?
That boy done got shot for his hybrid in a pinata
Almost.
suit.
But funny thing is, it was driving Lyft at the time
Mm.
and was picking up a passenger from a Halloween party in Wicker Park, and then the whole shit went down. But I ended up waiting for the police inside this passenger's friend's Halloween party because it was COVID, so there was like no bars. They were all partying. Best costume in the fucking spot.
What got you in a comedy?
So my comedy journey really started 2018.
2018.
Second City when I did improv. So I went through the entire program and then did like 6 stage shows. And then during that time, I did 6 open mics and I went in there with 0 material plan because I was already emceeing. I was making, I had been working full time doing private and corporate events like emceeing and shit. So I was like, I need something to change my game. And so I've been thinking about Second City and improv. Went in and then I just
That's in Chicago?
yeah. And so they have the second location, I think, is in Toronto.
Is the Second City a comedy place?
So it's more improv comedy.
Okay.
It's not stand up. So you're talking about team comedy, man. This is like you're yes-anding and working with like a
Yeah, I want to
collaboration.
do that next. I want to take a class in
That's
improv.
what I'm doing. So I mean, that's what I want to bring back this year.
That's on my goal this year is to take 2 classes. Well, not the whole year, but
You want to do some improv right now?
sure. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we could try it.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
All right. So do
I'm down.
you know the main rule of
Nope, I don't know nothing
So-
about improv.
so just-
I just when I think about improv, I'm like,
So-
it's on the spot or something. Like
it's
that?
very much on the spot, right? But
I'm good at it, I
Yes,
think.
yes, and right. When I say a response to you, okay, like you're acknowledging it, so it's almost like yes, and then you build to whatever I said in trying to create the scene, right?
Okay.
So in the dialogue, you want to help to create the scene, create
Make
the
the mountain
relationship,
bigger?
create who you are. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And again, it's like if you're okay, here we go. What's the suggestion? Bar patron and a bartender. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and scene. All right. So, are you gonna be closing up soon with that drink? You've kind of been here for a while, so.
I'm sorry, but man, it's hard being a bar patron. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it must be Patreon.
What was the word? Bar? What?
Patron.
What's that?
Bar patron.
What is that?
A person who just is hanging out of the bar, patron of the bar,
Oh, I
customer.
never heard that word before.
Bar customer. You're
I
just
never heard patron.
Okay, you're a dude at the bar.
Okay, let's do it again.
You're a dude. Yeah, it's hard. being a
Scene.
Bar patron.
Kind of hit the nail on the dot right there.
Damn. All right, small ass face. God damn it. All right.
I never heard bar patron. What
Bar
words that I'm gonna
patron.
start?
PATR like patron,
Patron.
like patron.
Patreon.
Patron.
Patron.
There we go.
Okay.
Yes, patron.
That's what I love about myself. I don't know a lot of things, so I'm so excited for the future. I'm
Yes.
gonna learn so many things.
Oh shit.
So much shit I'm gonna start learning.
All right, so you are a dude at the bar. I'm the bartender. All right, and
Yeah.
scene. All right, well, hey man, I don't think your date's gonna be coming. So, are you gonna be closing out your tab or?
Well, man, you don't even know what I'm going through, bro. My wife left me. My children.
Yeah,
I don't even got children.
that makes sense.
I would really, really appreciate if you could at least keep the bar open for at least another hour. How would that sound?
Well, we are closing in 25 minutes, so
Whoa. If I gave you $100 to keep a little bit open,
okay. Well, I mean, the thing is
I'm
that
rich. I'm rich.
You're rich.
I'm rich.
All right. Well, that
It could be anything
That
at this
changes
point.
everything. So
Yeah.
okay, but the thing is that it's not just me that has to stay. Like Raul has to stay too.
Well, tell Raul he's getting $100 too.
Raul's gonna get $100.
Everybody here working $100.
But the problem
I'm
is-
assuming I'm drunk, right?
The
Because
only
of
other
Patreon.
the only other problem is now we get these city checkups, and so the officials come by, and they make sure, and if that's about
Well, if they come, you tell them they get $100 too.
well, the fine is about $2,000.
Well, you tell them again. All right, I'm getting out of here.
Thanks for patronizing our business. And scene.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's how you do it. All right. It's just talking.
Right. Well, in a sense,
It's making it fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to make it fun, and it's kind of like
It kind of felt like a dark cave, you know. I didn't really know how I was gonna get out of it, but I got out the other side.
Well, I mean, I think
The mystery's fun.
so
you know what I'm saying?
and then so that's the beauty part too of when
I
you-
got to take a class.
when you get into improv, you also realize there's various forms of improv. They have short form improv, they have
never
long
heard
form improv, they have informative or news improv. Like there's like so many different types of forms, right? Because it's a style of comedy. Like they put a full show. That's what they do at Comedy Arena.
You know what that means? It means
So-
my brain blew up. Because
So Comedy Arena in McKinney, they do improv sports. It's more like sports comedy
Improv
or
sports.
or competitive improv in a sense. That's
so they talk about sports and stuff?
no. It's
Oh.
like it's improv is almost like a giant competitive game, and like Vaughn will play like a referee, and then there's like a blue side, red side, and they're two different improv teams and troops. Like I mean, dude, go watch a show.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
But, like-
yeah, I watched one.
Yeah, ultimately though is that improv is it really teaches you how to listen more than anything.
I
That's what-
think I just been a bit ignorant.
actually
on
improv will help you a lot, dude. It'll teach you how to listen, dog.
I just feel like it. I don't mean to say it like this, and I'm sorry, but in my perspective, obviously I'm gonna get into it, so I'm gonna have to get over that feeling. But it always felt corny to me. It always felt corny.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's-
I come from like,
Yeah, and that's
if my hood friend saw me
Yeah.
doing that, she'd be like,
yeah.
"Boy, you over there doing improv?"
Because it's theater. Like
Yeah.
improv is theater.
Theater was some lame ass shit in high school. to us.
Yeah. So
Honestly, and I
Well,
come from like you know
that's one thing
some
is that
shit.
yeah. That's
and
one,
it's fucked up, of course.
Right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, but like like I don't take that as an insult because I understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah. You doing improv? What's next? You're gonna
Right.
you're gonna wear
But
high
if
heels?
you have that gene, because here, this is the way I also see it, is you have to be a specific individual to want to do stand-up comedy, which I understand is the hard. I know it's the hardest art form, especially performative art form that you could ever do. You have no support. You have nothing behind you. It's you and your words and how you deliver it, and that's it, right? And improv is supported. It's a team, right?
Okay.
I
I feel like I never really
the
felt
stage
that
is
before.
no different. Usually the stage is pretty much no different, but improv you usually need a little bit bigger than some of the stage, you know what I mean? Like a little 4x6 type of outside shows and shit that you
Yeah.
can sometimes see. But
Yeah, it's obviously bigger, like the
But-
DCC one.
this is what I say is that it takes a certain individual to do stand-up comedy, but no matter what industry you're in, improv comedy is good for everybody.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you this right now is that it taught me to get out of my own head right away and make sure I listen first. Because you can want to, like, say for example, you're about to go into a scene and let's say, yeah, somebody's coming in, right? And you have an idea and you think it's so fucking funny and you're like, I gotta do it, right? And then you go in and then the person who comes into that scene with you starts talking first and they're like, oh, it's a beautiful day. And you're like, fuck, this was supposed to be a rainy day in a school shooting. you know, whatever thought process you had. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not yes-anding. The whole point is for you to be able to make sure you acknowledge the scene you're in with that person or persons and be able to work with them to build
Yeah.
that scene that was set. So it teaches you to listen to everything that's going on. And when you do that, bro, I'm telling you, it teaches your head it teaches you how to get out of your head and be able to.
That's so cool. Nobody's really ever like broke it down to
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
I understand like why, like, you know, and even in stand-up comedy in general, a lot of dudes like say like, yeah, improv is gay and corny and whack, and it's just like fucking musical little shit, you know? But I'll tell you, one of my greatest fucking improvs I've ever done was a show that actually I think Kevin Deanna's doing it, but where like a piano player will be there, and then you'll be in a scene, and then about a minute and a half into the scene, the piano player just starts playing like a repetitive melody, like almost it's like a musical, and it's about to go into a number, right?
Like when Red Band plays a sad piano song.
Kind of, but he'll play like chords, like it'll be like dun 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 dun.
Oh, so it
dun,
switches?
dun, like
Okay.
or something, but like some sort of to whatever he thinks the vibe is,
Oh, okay.
and we'll play, and
so
then
you go with that vibe.
And then you can the
that sounds
challenge
like fun.
the challenges though is the people in the scene, they have to start treating it like a musical and they sing the rest of the dialogue. And I went it
The
was
crowd or the people that are on there with you?
no, me and the scene partners, like
Yes.
like me and my scene partners, like the people on my team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the best one, it was me and this one other girl, and we came in, and this is how you know when two people are killing it, nobody jumps in. Like none of they're just watching, right? And then we were like, the suggestion we had was like, married couple in a fight, and why are they fighting? And then some dude was like, they're in business together. And I was like, I said, I'm like, seems personal, you know? And then and we ran like some cupcake bakery. That was
So you're like building it up with all
So
the
we
suggestions and stuff,
yeah.
right?
So
Does improv a lot of like the crowd suggestions?
Sometimes, you know, but sometimes it's like, you know, like there'll be like a roulette. Maybe there's like a wheel.
There's
you
like
know?
a story. You
Yeah.
gotta,
Have you ever played like roulette stand up? I think DCC has done it where like they have like maybe
the one that
they have topics.
I know
that,
what you're talking.
that the
Kenzie
audience
Ford,
members wrote.
I think
and
she
then,
runs those.
Yeah, something like that.
I never done it, no. But I kind of do it when I do open mics. I'm like, shit, I don't want to do material. Throw me some shit, and then I just work with that. And they always laugh because it's always the dumbest things I come up with.
But I think you can agree, Rudy, though, is that the one thing you are trying to do is you're trying to expand your mental game through comedy. But again, like have it transcend to whatever form, right? Like,
yeah.
And so if you ain't getting better, you staying the same.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mutual company in mind, you know, like we even on the drive here, we talking about motherfuckers that like just consistently piece of shits.
Yes.
You know, and there's nothing that changes about them. They are who they are, and even if they have some semblance of fucking talent, it don't mean shit when you're just a piece of shit to the core.
Yeah, for real.
Straight up, it don't mean shit. You know what I mean? And again, like you look at the resume. And it's like, you've been in the game this long. You hanging out with me? My network, I can tell you right now, majority of my friends all doing way better than me. Yeah. Pretty much the mass majority of my friends all doing way better than me, you know? So it's one of those things where it's kind of like you have to understand. But like we're about 40 minutes in. I think we had a lot of We did have a lot of fun, but there's one thing I do want to talk about.
Oh, we got to keep going.
No, we will. We're gonna take a small break and come back.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sure you need to put a little bit more ice in your drink, and
yeah, we got to talk more about.
But
my life.
I do. yeah. 100% want to talk more about your life. I want to talk a little bit more on your background. We'll kind of get there as we stay in the present. Right, you're coming onto a year. I mean, I feel like we should just do a show. Let's do a birthday show. I mean, it don't got to be a roast, but let's just put a fucking show together.
Okay.
And
a birthday show or?
No, it's Tuesday. So
birthday show or anniversary?
This is what I was getting into. I was talking about the comedy versions. April 2nd, Tuesday, April 2nd.
Yeah.
Is Tuesday is when I do bingo karaoke. Comedy versions are coming to do a special feature.
Oh, my 1 year anniversary.
On your 1 year anniversary. And they're also going to be recording and doing like an experiential episode. But
I'm down to do it.
So we can make it the full birthday
come.
Party. We'll make it a full birthday party because
I'll make sure everybody
if
comes.
you've never been to Library Bar, I mean, we got arcades.
I could tell everybody.
Big space, arcades.
Where's
I'm playing the music.
Where's it at?
Downtown Fort Worth, 611 North Houston.
Ooh, okay. I'll try to bring who I can because it's a bit of a drive.
There's also, well, I mean, if you had a show at the Hyenas Red Room.
I've had one there, but people are mostly like, my people are like in Dallas.
Around Dallas, yeah. So I understand.
I mean, there's some people out there that will come.
I'm just saying, as far as the Tuesdays when I'm doing that, that's also the Tuesdays that the comedy versions are coming in. And like, Tuesday. That I know. And so
that's this Tuesday, right?
No, it's in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. What's today?
Although we're talking about it, this episode comes out in like fucking 2.5 months.
No, yeah, I know. No, yeah, I know.
But I do want to say though, okay,
2.5 months.
But we will figure something out because I think you should do a comedy show.
2.5 months, me.
I would love.
You better be better than where you're at right now.
I would actually love to host your birthday party.
Yeah, I would fucking
I would love to host a
enjoy
birthday
that.
party.
Honestly.
And I think you'll have fun. There's a lot of games.
Oh, I'm gonna bring out the crowd.
yeah,
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
and the crowd sometimes is the comedians, but
Yeah.
when you
And
have great comedian friends, they fucking love it.
And also it being with the comedy versions and stuff like that, they are comedians, so it's kind of like you celebrating your 1 year. I think you'll bring a lot of good energy to them too.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
want to do that as my own self prank.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I just love what I do, man. I think about everything in my life and what I've been through and where I'm at, and I'm just like so grateful to be
You're happy.
right here. Yeah,
That
I'm
I know
happy.
you are. You're
Yeah.
very happy with who you are. And
Yeah,
you-
bro, I've been through the worst.
I mean, I think
I
that
can talk about it more after the break, but
Yeah, I think
I
more.
would love to tell you.
I think
I'm
more
sorry.
people say no to you than you say no to them.
Yeah, but that's fine, cause like that's fine, cause it's mad love. You know what I'm saying? For me, I do shit without the intention of getting anything back.
That's real.
Yeah, I don't really want anything from
I
this.
understand that too. I understand that too.
We're,
Because
we're
if
all
I
just
do,
we're all just
yeah,
energy and we're all humans, you know, like
Yeah.
we all have feelings. And some people don't take the time to listen to people, you know. Sometimes a person just needs someone to listen, and I just love that I could just shut the fuck up sometimes and listen when it's a genuine time to listen. Of course, I go overboard and I act crazy and stuff, but sometimes I just like shutting the fuck up and listening to somebody that's actually going through shit. Cause I wish I would have had someone when I was
and
going through
don't
some shit.
people respond a certain way when you do get in that mode and you're like you kind of just quiet back, like you say less and you're just listening.
They get nervous.
They're like, "What's wrong?"
They're like,
right?
"Why is Rudy so? But
Why
bro,
are you
like,
so quiet? You're
yeah.
like, dude, I'm just chilling. And I think that's where
Because that's when you don't. A lot of people don't see that mood of me.
yeah.
Unless I genuinely fuck with you, you might see that mood. But for the most part, I'm always just like, you know. But when I sit back and I kick my feet back, like you'll see the real me. You know?
So then let me ask you this: like, do you think though people not understanding is because of the contrast of what you usually give them, right?
Yeah, and I give
because
them
I think
only so much.
but not in the beginning.
I
think
don't
in the beginning you are more high energy
Yeah,
when you give
I
people
want people to assume of who I am.
right, like
Because it's funny to me in a way.
right.
I think it's funny when people think they know who I am.
You've seen my energy be high,
Yeah.
right? But when I met you, my energy was not there, right?
Yeah, you've been
and I think
predominantly low energy. With
yeah,
me.
I'm pretty chill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more observant.
Yeah.
And the one thing is like maybe I might have like my little like heckle at the open mic or
Yeah.
response to open mic type of deal moment.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like I feel bad because a lot of people will talk to me at the open mic, and then I feel like I look like the asshole because I'm hanging out, and then the conversation they hear, it's like they're talking to me, like
yeah, I get what you're saying.
and I'm trying to be like, it's like, hold on, but I'm like, oh, it's you know what I'm saying?
It's a hard one to like
Right, but
juggle.
what I'm trying to say with your situation is the fact that like there's a lot more confusion because if you have people earn your energy, then they won't question when you're in a mode to listen. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you're giving somebody like so much, like, ha, I'm Rudy, like, and it's all the way in their face, right? Then it's like you have to almost stay consistent on the energy because if you're not, then something is wrong.
Yeah, something's off. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so
it's been like that since high school.
yeah. So understanding that, you know what I mean? It puts it in a perspective where like in the comedy game, dude, or just in entertainment, you have to evolve by staying adaptable. And when you're adaptable, that means you can be in any situation, not get any situation to like you. But one thing I will
Sometimes
say,
you just gotta exist.
but one thing I will say is, you don't bullshit who you are. You are 100% who you are in the moment, how you
Always.
feel. You know what I mean?
Never gonna switch up.
But I would say
the
like
casket
this
drops.
is your opportunity to learn the pullback, like where you like don't give them
Everything.
everything.
That's why I
until
like
they-
this 1 year. You know what I'm saying? I've
Yeah.
learned that.
Yeah, I think you're gonna learn a lot. I mean, when you
Yeah.
play play with the right players.
Yeah, at first I was like, yeah, I like letting, but at this point it's like, I used to like letting people assume who I was, but at this point it's like, some people don't even deserve to even know me.
Yeah, and I think
Not
also
in no cocky way, just like,
yeah.
well,
Well, a lot of
you
people,
don't want to waste your energy into people that don't give a fuck about you, you know?
yeah.
So why are you gonna? A lot of people are over here like pick me, excuse my word language, pick me hoes. A lot of not just men period too, or just people period. They're always like pick me, and it's like at this
Like
point,
put me on your show type of shit.
or not just put me on my show, just like look at me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like
Like trying
sometimes-
too hard.
Yeah,
I don't
little
fuck with
bit.
those motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's like just lay back and
You know
just
what I mean?
exist,
or
bro.
you know, sometimes find your pocket. You know, like
Yeah.
people again. It's kind of like I also don't believe in taking other people's moments. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you don't necessarily got to pay attention to every single comedian, and I think that as a comedian, you got to feel the grit and earn the keep for people to really get to listen to you.
That's
know?
what I love about
No
this.
one's obligated to listen to you. You
That's
know?
what I love about these freshman comedians, me and a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? We're real tight.
Yeah.
Like we're super tight to a point where it's like people that are older in the game, they're like, "What the fuck? Where are they?" Like, so it's because we all wish the best on each other. Like,
Yeah,
we
no,
all
and
know
you
we're all
find
going through
your
shit.
you find your camaraderie, you find your class, and the only sad thing is not everyone going to graduate to the to the level, you know, like that.
I might not
we're
see
all
them my
so-
senior year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But the ones that stick around, shit, we're
yeah,
gonna be
but
tight.
I think for the most part, the real comedians are the ones that do this for the reason of just loving it.
Yeah,
You
for
know what I mean?
sure.
But either way, man, there's a lot to dissect in that as well.
Yeah,
because
when we-
you're also becoming a producer and everything like that, and so more and more
Yeah.
people coming up to you, and as well because you're new into the game and you're producing shows. But I see where it's at, dude.
Yeah.
I see where it's at, and I think
I haven't even told you my life story, dude. When we
no,
get back,
and I want to get
definitely
into
tell
I
you
want to
about
get
it,
into
yeah.
it. I want to
Because
get
it
into
really explains why I'm doing this.
well, you know what we're doing? We're gonna take a quick break and probably smoke a little bit, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut the fuck up and I'm gonna listen, and we're gonna go into Rudy's therapy segment,
Yeah,
and he's gonna
there you
go
go.
ahead and we're gonna talk a little bit about who is Rudy and how did he get here to the man you see today.
That's why that's why I came here. I want to let people know who the fuck I am.
I'm with it. I'm with it. So hopefully you guys have been having fun. We'll be right back. Is it gonna be a sponsor? Is it just gonna be a segment cut? Who knows? We'll be right back real soon. When it comes to seeing things more clearly, y'all, whether it's on your cell phone screen or through your glass lenses on your face, all right? When you want to see things clearly, you're using your general fabrics to clean off that dirt or grime that you happen to see. But you don't understand. You're not really cleaning those lenses or those glass surfaces. All you're doing is moving the dirt around, all right? And you need a microfiber cloth, to be honest, to properly clean that in any given situation. But who's really carrying those microfiber cloths around them all the time, all right? But there's an easy solution, and it's insidercloth.com, y'all. The last microfiber cloth you'll ever need, which just conveniently actually sits on the bottom inside of any of your shirts, tops, jackets, whatever you have, that you can go ahead and keep the habit and change the fabric, y'all. It's super innovative and it's super awesome. And it's nice to not have to think about that microfiber cloth. It's just conveniently there when you need it, all right? Check us out at insidercloth.com. You can get yours and get hooked up. Put in the promo code DIACLOTH. That's DIACLOTH. Get 10% off your first order. Check it out yourself and see exactly why this is such the best kept secret you didn't know you needed, all right? So once again, insidercloth.com. Put in the promo code DIACLOTH. Get 10% off your Insider Cloth today. Oh man, I'm so happy that we actually have a very beautiful day. This week has been a cluster of storms, kicking off with one of the biggest storms this far of the year with hurricane-like winds, tornadoes that did a lot of damage. And prayers up for anybody that was affected by these storms, winds, tornadoes, whatever have you around the DFW area. But if you know you got that damage coming to your home, or maybe you want to get checked out, you want to make sure you have somebody trusted. And I'm sure you're having roofers and all that in your neighborhoods coming up to you and trying to get it done. But you want to make sure you have someone trusted that's trying to get the work done for you and is going to let you know if you don't need it done. All right. But if you do need it done, you need to make sure you file that insurance claim, and you want to make sure that it's the least amount of headaches possible. And there's only one guy to do it. That's my guy, Teddy Johnson of D&K Contracting. He is the do-it-all of contract work, one of the most trusted contractors you can find around DFW and all around Texas. Get a free consultation. Just have him come by and check it out himself, and he will let you know 100% all honest if you need that work done or not. Shoot him an email at teddyj.dkcontracting@gmail.com. See exactly why every single person that uses Teddy always goes back to him. He is honestly a real one. So once again, get your free consultation today at teddyj.dkcontracting@gmail.com, and hopefully you can get that restoration repair done and get the best return of result on that next project. It is wedding season, y'all, and I am traveling weekend after weekend, going everywhere for these incredible celebrations. And if you know you have a celebration coming up and you are looking for interactive DJs, MCs, percussionists, maybe a silent disco, lighting, visuals, audio, whatever it may be for your live event, we got you covered. Check us out at doitallive.com or shoot us an email at info@doitallentertainment.com. Mention the Metro Icon podcast, and I promise you, I'll convince Timmy to be able to give you a good deal. All right. And you might like what you see right here with the media production, and you like how we sound. Maybe you're thinking about starting your own podcast. Maybe you need help with your social media content, creating reels, and just doing that social media management that you can't do yourself. Maybe you need a voiceover done for an upcoming project. DIA Media has you covered. Go ahead and shoot us an email at diamediapro@gmail.com. Let us know that media project you're trying to get done, and I definitely got you covered. But until then, let's get back to this episode with my guy, Rudy. All right, and we are back from this segment, and it didn't seem like we were gone too long, but that was probably the most elongated break because this guy, Chef Boy Rudy over here, he actually, we ended up calling an audible, and this dude brought some life, so hopefully, maybe at the end of this episode, you can see the entire reel that we'll put together of this, but my man's made some pupusas.
Yeah. Show the camera.
Pupusas right there. Show it right up there. Bring it up.
Does that look good?
A little more, yeah. My man's can cook. So, coming in, had some sippies, had some fresh air.
We chilling?
This is my first time ever having a pupusa.
Okay, well, so you want to pick it up? Probably I'm gonna show you. You want to do half of it? And then grab the cabbage, throw it right on top, right in the middle, like a taco.
And then you do you fold it, or do you just
eat
it like a flat, or do you eat it like a flat?
You can eat it however you want. You can fold it. You could do whatever you want.
I think I'm just gonna go kind of hard. Ooh.
I'm gonna do it how I want.
All right, so I got the cabbage. This is hot. Oh Jesus. Oh Lord. It's break. Okay.
It's hot.
It is hot.
So you might want to be careful.
Oh God.
Oh God, don't spill it.
I just spilled on my pants. Oh, this is how you know it's real, people.
Look, do this. Look, Shawn.
This is how you know it's real.
Look, Shawn, grab one and split in the middle. In the middle.
I mean, you did say we're gonna eat this like cavemen.
You see this? Look.
Okay.
And cheese.
Oh, the cheese. Oh, dang. Okay.
And then right there where that middle is, you want to just grab a little
kind
bit.
Of like, in Indian food, they have like the porota. It's kind of like a harder bread.
Porota, pupusa, same thing, I guess. That shit tastes good. Porota? I never heard of that.
It's a type of bread.
Is it good?
It's a pan-fried bread that you would eat with like other curries and stuff. That's good. That's delicious. That's delicious. Like, especially somebody like, I'm not a big vegetable person. You know?
The cabbage complements the pupusa because it's like cool, you know. The pupusa hot.
Absolutely. This is definitely fresh good. But biggest thing I'm also the most grateful for. So, one air horn for a great pupusa by Chef Boy Rudy. Another air horn for Chef Boy Rudy
teaching my fiance how to cook these pupusas. My guy.
Here you go, Shawn.
I appreciate you. This is what my pants needed like 20 minutes ago. But like, that's the one thing I kind of like about these pants because it's kind of like got this like light tie-dye design. So now I feel like the stains are just kind of amplifying its
You should
style
just
and
go to
structure.
the mic tonight with those pants.
These right here? With these right here?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think I'm secure enough for that, dude.
That's why I wore red pants
I'm literally
today.
in my living abode with options. And so, like,
That's why I was like, yeah, let me wear some red pants in case I get some salsa on my pants. Dude, this shit is... I don't even want to stop. I want to keep
yeah, this is really good. This is really good. And I don't want to tire this segment into, we're already 3 minutes in.
got what?
About just eating your pupusas. As sexually as that sounds.
Good call out.
But, cheers. We got the refill. We got the glasses. We are having, this is a wonderful, wonderful Sunday fun day.
Thanks for inviting me over here.
Yeah, I'm glad glad I could pick you up.
I don't drive, man. Gas is high, you know. Until Joe Biden gets out, then I'm gonna start driving again.
You saw me bust out that Costco membership in order for me to be able to fill that tank up. But you know, we talked a little bit about the game. We talked, you know, we got goofy in that first segment, you know.
Yeah.
And I think in this break, the amount of time that we had, it was kind of clear to see that the more that you and I were talking, like we have way more in common. There's a lot of like historical like resemblance that we share, and so that it kind of like, oh, okay, there's a lot of similarity between me and Rudy. Actually, you know, he's just another degree of the transcript. You know,
Yeah,
what I
we're
mean?
just all products of our environment.
Exactly. So, you know, what was like? I mean, like growing up. I mean, we talked a little bit about your past relationships, but I want to go kind of further than that. Like growing up, were you fairly similar to how you are? Like, do you feel like you've carried that organic nature you've had ever since you were a kid and just kind of created your own adult version? Or?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Okay.
That's right on the dot, to be honest. Yeah, I've always been wild, man. Growing up, I used to always be the one dancing at quinceañeras.
Yes.
Or the
Which
one
is like a
dancing
good
at just,
thing, though.
Like a regular birthday party. It could just be 5 of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, Rudy, dance. I'm a little kid, so it looks fun and cute, you know? So I'm over there, you know, dancing merengue, bachata, getting hyped up. I'm like, yeah, they love me, you know? And my dad always called me La Estrella, you know? It's a joke in Spanish because it's like the star, you know? But they're jokingly saying it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I think he jokingly said it, you know? But like, he knew that. That's really... He's always said,
I think
he's going to be something, you know?
I think what he was really saying, more than calling you a star, is that you're fearless. Mm-hmm. I think that is something that's pretty undeniable.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You're a pretty fearless
Though
individual.
I shall walk through the valley of death, I shall fear no evil.
There we go. Yeah, you quote that Bible verse, you know. But
That's real though.
I will say though. Okay, so when did your passion for cooking start? Because like seeing you in that element, dude, that's a side I've never seen before, like ever. Like I've seen you in a lot of social and, you know, especially around the comedy scene and here and there, whatever, that bar, this, you know, that social spot.
Yeah.
But seeing you in that element cooking, that was like, oh, okay, this is the real Rudy that I mean, not that I'm seeing not a real Rudy, but this is like,
is another side of him that I haven't seen.
Yeah, this is but it's a different type that's deeper to your core.
I feel you.
You can see the passion.
More in my zone.
Yeah, you know, and like in our world that we always see each other, it's always a world of distraction, right? It's easy to be distracted. This one, it's kind of like,
yeah, I don't care about anything but this.
If you're when you have the grill going, you're in that kitchen flow, it's like nothing's going to distract you. Things can be happening, but nothing's going to distract you. And
I never really noticed that.
And the beautiful part was you were also like educating Pilar, teaching her step by step. This is what you want to do. Look out for this. And that for me, I'm like, yo, that is dope. You know what I mean? Like that, right? You know what I mean? Like,
thank you.
Like I wanted, you know, but I wanted to give you your roses on that because seeing that
Yeah.
was a cool thing to see of
So I'm
Rudy Ventura.
passionate.
So when did cooking start for you? I'm sure this was like a family.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah. My mom, she's been cooking my whole life. She was working at ever since she got here to America, she started working at the Westing Hotel by the Galleria Mall. And she's been working there. Well, she was working there like pretty much my whole life till I turned about like 20 or something. And then my parents ended up moving out to the ranch or whatever. But before then, she had been a cook there forever. She used to like steal buckets of food just to feed us. And like just we'd always go to the Christmas parties with the rich white families, and we would be there just enjoying it, like living life. That's what it was. That was our reality. And it was just cool to be a part of it. But when I got older, I was just like, damn, my mom really sacrificed a lot for us. She used to walk to work. She never drove till I was probably like 15 or something. So, and the job wasn't too far of a walk, but it was still a walk.
Yeah.
It was like we lived at the apartments at the Valley View Mall.
It definitely wasn't close.
Yeah. For a woman walking alone, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of scary,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
at 5 a.m. She was waking up to go to work
mean, it's
5.
dangerous,
She'd
dude.
get out
Like,
at 2.
I will.
And then she'd make time for us. That's what was beautiful. Like after school, at least we saw our mom
shit.
and she had food. My dad, he's older now, but when he was younger, my dad was never really there. My dad was an alcoholic growing up, really abusive. I saw, my mom, obviously, I don't have to get into detail, but I saw all that growing up, and I never wanted to be home,
Yeah.
So I was kind of raised more in the street. With me and my brother's 11 months younger than me.
Yeah, you stuck around to trusted environments that you were like, okay, this is not going to hurt me. It's going to protect me.
Yeah, because I still had my older brother around,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So, he had, I'm grateful, more than grateful to have him in my corner, because
Yeah, man.
for the longest I didn't listen to him. But he's the reason I got into comedy. One day I just woke up, I was sitting on the edge of my bed. I was homeless for like 3 months prior, just sleeping on couches like this, cousins' houses, friends' houses, just situations. And then, I got myself out of those shitty situations by doing what the inner voice that's in you that tells you what you're supposed to be doing, but you don't want to listen to it. So it kind of causes depression. As for some people, for me at that point. But yeah, I got my shit together and I was sitting on the edge of my bed for the first time. And I was just like, damn, I'm grateful for this, kind of teared up. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like an entity next to me on the edge of my bed. And it felt like a younger version of myself. You know what I'm saying? I was crying. I was sad. I was going through the worst. And I wanted to hug him and tell him that everything was going to be okay. But then part of me was like, don't do that, because he needs to go through what he's going through to get where he needs to be, which is right here, right now. So I never, ever, ever, ever regret any decision I've done. Even through all the, I would say it's suck ass shit or bullshit, you know what I'm saying? With my homies, like, whatever it was, like, it made me who I am today, and I'm grateful for everything. Like,
Yeah, that's good.
I'm right here, and
I mean, I think
today.
your energy is not questionable. You know what I mean? I think anyone within comedy is allowed to have their good and bad days and stuff. But I think consistently, whenever I've seen you, your energy has always been pretty positive. And even when you're bringing things that like are shock value type of humor and stuff like that, throw to me. I was telling you about my most memorable moment with you, but your energy has always been very, just very inclusive. You don't really segregate anybody or like
you don't know what someone's going
right. You don't
through.
know what someone's going to do, but like you have no initial reason unless they give you a reason, And I think that's what we kind
because
of.
if then it's like fuck you,
Yeah.
like straight up all the way.
Yeah,
ain't no
so-
more going back on that decision.
And I feel like you kind of a mode where it's sort of like once I'm in fuck you mode, it's like I'm letting everybody know. Sorry. Would you say so? I mean,
I don't really go back on my decision.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
At that point, like if it's really like fuck you, it's fuck you.
Yeah.
Some people deserve that fuck you. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like exactly
Absolutely.
what we've talked. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, like I realized I was looking for something, and in my car, I had a mega Sharpie.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So I figured I'll go ahead and on your episode.
Oh my god, the love that you guys have.
Let it be known.
Oh my
Go
god.
fuck. Yeah, man. I love the energy that you bring, dude, and I can definitely see your passion. I can see your ambition. I think there's a lot of fine tuning
Yeah.
that can come with it, but outside of that, I mean, you said, I mean, you know, there's very little things that will distract you, especially when it comes to like cooking and stuff like that. I'm sure in your past relationships, that's been something that's been or even in your family, it's been a high appreciated value that you bring.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that you see food always will bring people together, and so it's
food and really just
you
yourself.
take pride in being the
I take pride in the energy that I put into whatever I put into.
yeah
And that's the love that you get from when you taste my food. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But
Anybody could cook food, but
Yeah.
food when it's cooked with love, you taste that.
yeah, and you know, and that was the beautiful part of watching you in that process because it was very second nature. Like
I love it.
it takes a long
It's
time.
like a mother
It takes
nurturing her babies.
Right. It takes a long time for comedy. Like
Yeah,
for
that's
you to
my next goal.
But yeah, right. To become a master in the game.
You see how I love
Where-
cooking? I want to do that for comedy.
Yeah. I see that. I see that. So
It is. It's the same
I believe
plan.
you can make it happen. If you're able to, that's how you are when you're in the kitchen. I'm gonna enjoy seeing how you develop. So I'm sorry, I don't know if did you answer when you started cooking? Like what was the age that you really started getting into?
I started cooking when I was 21.
21. Was
Yeah.
there like something like a big moment that like drew
Well,
you into get?
No, so my ex-girlfriend was working at some place called On the Border, and she told me I wasn't really working at the time. I was trying to be a rapper, and she was like, "Come work here. They're looking for a cook." And I'm like, "I've never cooked in my life, other than like at the house." And she was like, "Well, just lie to them. Tell them that you know how to cook."
That's how I get it.
And I was like, "Damn, I never thought of that." So I did that, and I became a grill cook.
That's awesome.
And then I worked there for like
Yeah,
a month
because
or two.
I've managed and done hiring and yeah.
It's just about playing the character
Yeah,
sometimes.
you gotta be
if
confident
know
with
how
the
to,
game.
yeah. I was confident the whole time. They were like, "That's not you, girl." I was like, "Oh, my bad. I haven't done this in a while."
Yeah.
I just kept saying that. Oh, I haven't done it in a while. She was like, "Just keep saying that. You haven't done it in a minute, So that way they reteach you, but they don't really reteach you. They're really just teaching me at that point.
or they just end up doing it.
Yeah, and then
And
you
they're
just
like,
watch.
"This is my way," and just watching you.
Yeah,
just end up
yeah,
picking it up.
exactly. And then from there, I became so I started grill, then I went to salad, and then I did like appetizers, fry. There's different stations of jobs, and like the best one, honestly, is saute cook. So that's when you're working the pan and you're flipping. It's like where you get paid the most, and honestly, it's the funniest. Especially if you have like ADHD like me. It's like all that energy goes into one thing, and that's pushing those plates out fast. So like me, I'm super fast. Like if I get anything where it's like a dog, like if how dog you throw a frisbee, they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like anything in that situation, I just want to do it like a video game. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to get off this bitch.
Right.
I'm having fun.
Yeah. And,
So-
and it's like it's almost like when the kid who starts building his like Lego set, and then it's like nothing's stopping away. I need to see the
He's
finished
like,
piece.
we're gonna go get food. I don't want to go. I'm not done yet.
Rudy, you said you were supposed to be over 2 hours ago. I'm still doing it. No, I feel that, man, because like when I told you that my dad used to have an Italian beef restaurant back in the day.
Yeah, you were telling me that.
Al's Italian Beef, and during college, I was managing it for a little while. And
That's
so
so cool.
when you manage it, like you go through the training.
Yeah.
With any other employee, and you learn every station, right?
Yeah,
So
dishes all the way up
Right,
to
everything, right?
sanitation,
right,
to
making the jardinera, that was
inventory.
like that
yeah,
was
making,
intense because it wasn't like Portillo's.
I
that
used
had-
to have to make a bunch of like just a bunch of different sauces, and it was always different like seasonings, different measurements, and you
Yeah.
have to know them down to a T at some restaurants. Like I used to
Yeah.
work at Flower
So-
Child.
So Al's Beef like had, when it came to certain seasonings, sauces, the gravy, like they had like a kind of a distribution type of deal that you would have to do it. But things like the jardinera are
What is that? Like an aioli or something?
No, jardinera is kind of like it's kind of like a cabbage, but it's a hot oil, Italian oil cabbage type of like seasoning. So it's like
not like
jardinera is essentially like hot peppers. It's hot peppers and celery that you throw in there.
like kimchi.
No.
No. 'Cause you know how that's kind of spicy a little.
Yeah, but
it's
no,
cabbage.
It's in more of an Italian.
Looks different.
Cabbage, hot pepper type of like
I gotta
sauce
look at
mix, right? Yeah, giardiniera. And so that
Giardiniera.
one you have to dice the celery, and you're talking like stalks and stalks and stalks of celery, right? Like 2-3 boxes, and this giant bin. Dump a whole bunch of vegetable oil, a little bit of carrots, and then they had these like giardiniera, red pepper.
Oh, so you guys worked at a big kitchen?
No, it was pretty
Small
small.
one?
It was in downtown Chicago,
Oh, okay.
and so.
So those are small.
Yeah. So like, anyways, I remember having to mix that up and like putting the pepper in there, and I'd be like sneezing off to the side.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. As soon as you open that top,
Man, we sold that bitch right like 4 months before COVID,
oh shit, no,
bruh.
Nice.
4 months before COVID, my
Right
dad
before
sold it.
You got.
I felt bad for the next guy. I hope he's doing
For real.
okay.
Yeah, I think working at a steakhouse was where it was more like a home feeling.
Mhm.
I worked at a steakhouse and they treated me.
Yeah,
like,
but when I was like working like on the line and stuff like that, like if I had to man the food, my station was the sandwiches.
oh, I
Like,
used to kick people off the line. I'd be like, "You fucking suck.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out the way."
yeah. Otherwise,
I've been an asshole since I was.
you're a true chef. You definitely
Yeah,
a true
I'm
chef,
a fucking mean motherfucker, and I got it from my older brother. Honestly,
yeah.
he does not take no excuses.
I
anything.
would love to see you play that role like in like a show or like in a segment or thing where like you are the head chef, but like every other cook or like sous chef whatever is like bigger than you.
Oh,
You know,
I'm just mean to them.
yeah.
I've been that guy.
Yeah.
I've had my chef say some shit. I'm like, man, fuck you, chef. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's a medium rare. Read the ticket. Read the fucking ticket. He's like, oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm like, it's okay. I love
Did you ever watch that show?
It's always like that too.
Did you ever watch that show? It was on Hulu. It takes place in Chicago too. It's the dude from fucking Shameless.
Yeah, I heard about what you're talking about. I haven't watched it though.
The Bear?
I think that's what it's called.
I think it's called The Bear.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It
I've
just
never
like
watched
won.
it.
It just won an Emmy.
That's my reality. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They watch it and they're like, "Oh, this is cool." No, this is what I used to do. It was cool in the
It goes
moment.
hard. It goes hard.
Yeah, I'm sure
but
it's the same shit. Line cooks, they go through it every day. It's an everyday thing.
I would say that.
Being a line cook's fun every single day. You don't ever know what's
I would
gonna
say
happen.
the market that is probably harder to be a cook in than Chicago or like LA is New York.
Oh yeah, L.A. I mean,
New York? For
no,
sure.
Las Vegas is the toughest place to cook at.
I don't know, man, because
I'm telling you, these are from chefs that I've talked to.
Really?
Las Vegas, like their peak of food has to be top tier because
Yeah.
people are coming there
But like
to spend money. You know what I'm
but I
saying?
think about but New York is a fairly good
New York, yeah.
But think about the space you're being given. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I think all of them, New York, LA, fucking Cali, like those are the top 3 ones right now, you know? In Dallas, we're barely building ours. We're probably like 6 or 7, you know?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's my fault.
It is. I mean, I'm just not really doing anything about whatever. Yeah. I mean, I see that like Dallas is bringing in a lot more feel.
Dallas is the best place to be at right now
Yeah,
in comedy. Like it's beautiful to grow with everyone that's
But
around
it's not
us
going
right
to
now.
be as quick of a cook as Austin was as far as the
No,
comedy scene.
no. But that's our
Austin-
sisters. That's our You can't just brush off your sisters.
You're right. Yeah, it's a good perspective.
It's your sisters. You can get mad at your sister. You can be like, oh, my sister's being a big bitch right now.
You can make jokes about your sister.
Yeah, but that's your sister. I can be mad at y'all. Shit. We was trying to figure it out too.
Hey, families
We're
gonna
all
go,
trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah, families gonna go stronger together. Cause you know.
Cool. Yeah, for real.
All right. Well, this was delicious, and it's like I'm like so conflicted on like wanting to eat this shit. You know?
Your hands are just like some cavemen.
Right? No, this
That's how we eat it though.
This is the true Indian side of the showman.
Fucking.
You want to eat? That's it.
Where's my homie Emmanuel from?
Emmanuel,
Emmanuel.
somewhere between El Salvador and Mexico. I don't know.
No. It's like he's African.
Oh, okay.
Somewhat an S. I forget.
Cool. Well,
Shouts out Emmanuel.
yeah. Okay.
Actually, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Matt. Honestly, he's over here on the road with David Lucas.
Oh shit.
He's
I want to meet David Lucas, man. I think.
Oh,
he'd
he's
like,
my dog. He's my brother, man.
I think he'd like
Me
me.
and him talk to each other like.
I think he'll fuck with my vibe.
I think so too. You're not a. He just wants to fuck with real people. Come to him with some real shit, and that's it, bro. Don't come
Yeah.
over here with all that extra shit.
Yeah.
He gave me the best advice I ever heard of my life, and I'm so grateful that I heard it at 1 year. I would rather be with someone that is 50% good on stage and 100%
real
good
off
off
stage. Yeah.
than someone that's 100%
Yeah.
good on stage.
Yeah. Yeah. And then 50% off. Yeah. You know what? I always said actually, because I've actually trained.
I got mad love for.
Yeah, and
that shit.
I've trained
I love
how
what
to
I'm doing.
MC, and part of the first lesson is you don't even get to hold a microphone in your hand until I see you walk up to that first word.
I
or-
feel like the only thing I'm missing is probably just like a mentor that could just like help me get there a little quicker. But either way, I'ma still get there.
I got you, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I have all the answers.
No. Not saying you. I know there's someone
No,
that's already up there that could just.
but any education that I can bring, especially when it comes to
Yeah, I'm always open for everything.
the stage performance out. I mean,
Just like cooking, you never stop learning. That's how I feel. That's why I treat every art that I ever do. And this right here, what we do, is an art. So I've always been
it is.
artistic. Whatever I done,
It's an
cooking is art. Rapping is an
It's a
art.
science. It's a.
Barbering was an art. Cutting yards is an art.
would
Everything
say-
I do is an art.
I would
You know
say
what I'm
that
saying?
I would say that art, cooking though is like an art and science, and there's a mix between the both.
Man, something as simple as cutting yard is an art.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, you look at that yard, it looks nice. It's cut this way, it's cut diagonal, it's cut up and down.
you're walking past.
You look at it, you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, that likes you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And when
that
you cut it, when it's all ugly and fucking dumb, when you're done cutting it, it's a satisfaction feeling that you get.
This is crazy.
I know I know that what a Hispanic thing to say, you know, but I really feel that. You know
I'm
what I mean?
glad
And I've
you
been
said
doing
it.
that since I was little.
Yeah, I'm glad
know?
you said it. I mean, but yeah, you got the guy. That's what
Some I do, you know.
I'm trying to get the Emmy, the 16-year-old, like getting him in work mode.
I want to make it and be
I'm
like,
like,
hey,
it's time
y'all,
to start, bro.
y'all
Like-
kids that are cutting yards, I hope y'all know that I did that too. You can be where I'm at.
Yeah.
Just keep believing in
What I'm going to
yourself.
be doing though, I'd like to prior to the summer, invest in a power washer. And then have him go around and be like, "Hey,
That's good business.
I'm power washing, and like this is what I'm charging." You know what I mean? And I'm sure even in this neighborhood alone, he's going to like work and knock it. You know what I mean? Especially like a neighbor sees him power
You
washing.
can power
one, and
wash
he's
a
like,
driveway, a power wash a fence. You can power wash a roof. You can power wash shit. You got money in power washing.
"Yep,
Power wash a car. Power wash your bathtub if you want. Fuck
Car.
it. Everything's
what
getting
else?
power
What
washed.
else can you power wash?"
I'm power wash your TV. God damn it.
Oh
I'm power,
shit!
yeah.
Power wash the TV?
We're gonna this one right here.
Not that one.
Soon as
I
you
will
get
be
it.
opening up that TV though eventually to like.
What is this? This is.
so?
It's been behind me the whole
we're-
time. It's like a creep. I
Yeah,
don't,
so
I don't like this
we're
TV
in the
behind me.
process. We're in the process of recording episodes, me and Pilar, and it's a relationship podcast.
Oh, that's
Not,
beautiful.
I'm not sure if it's going to be released by the time this episode. But like, I'm very finicky where I'm like, I need to have like 8 episodes ready to go before I even start releasing episodes. Like, it's
You guys are fun together. That's that. Like I
Yeah,
could
you
see the
you-
relationship.
You see the contrast?
Yeah, you guys complement each other, and that's beautiful to see that with my
you
friends.
you also saw me
I,
like.
I always wish the best for my friends, and
Thank
shit,
you.
You're good where you're at.
That's love from Rudy, everybody. That's the next thing that's going on my thing. Like,
Just copy that.
Variations of far sounds is definitely going on my thing. There you go.
I was doing that when Elmira was drinking on stage. I was like, and everybody was dying at Reno's.
Yeah, I
Reno's
have,
been so much fun,
yeah.
man.
It's all love. I'm totally cool with Elmira, but And she like also understands my energy towards her because she knows how serious I am about my girl and how I do not play.
Oh yeah, she's just a wild girl.
Yeah, and she wow.
She'll listen though when you tell her.
She
Chill the fuck out. You know?
She's stated a lot of respect.
She's good people though.
Yeah,
she has
good
no bad
people.
heart.
Yeah, she doesn't have a bad heart, but she just got bad habits.
She's just wild.
Yeah, bad habits. You know. But I was like, I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to bring her to the
pod.
Not bring her out here. You know.
You
I'm like,
know.
hey, babe, you gonna run this one? I'm not gonna be here. You know, you got this.
Your girl might end up falling in love with her. She's like, oh my god,
No.
she's so much fun.
No,
And what if they become best friends and they
My
start?
girl will
No, I'm
never.
just kidding.
No, Pilar. One thing about her is that she will never want to be friends with girls who have flirtatious energy because
Oh yeah, I
it's
get what you're
not.
saying.
It's not. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be respectful
it's
as a
too
woman.
Easy, yeah, it'd be too easy for them to possibly make a move on their man. and one thing that's undeniable is my girl loves her man.
Yes.
She loves her man. She don't want nobody touching her man. She don't like, you know what I mean? That love is real, dude. So,
It is.
but you saw me like in the beginning when I was like checking all the connections.
That's
and
when I
stuff.
was like, damn, he really loves her.
Yeah. A little context to the viewer. Like we're plugging in the headphones and he's like, I can't hear anything. And I notice his headphones are not plugged in, but the 1/4-inch adapter that goes at the end of like the jack piece for the headphones is missing. I just got a brand new one, right?
Yeah.
And she uses the Procaster, but she records in our master closet because it's more contained in sound, right? So it's
Yeah.
easy for her to do her voiceover work. And so she disconnects stuff and then whatever. And then anyways, it was her. She's the one that's disconnecting, reconnecting, having to put it back. And
Don't
stuff.
ever do that again.
No, but like you heard my reaction.
Yeah, I heard.
What was my reaction?
God, I love my wife.
I was like, because I'm like, I know she just brought she brought it back. She brought it back, and I was like, Pilar, just I love her. I love her so much. She's loved my life.
Love my wife.
She's so good.
So good. So good. Doesn't get better than this.
Doesn't get one. As soon as I walked in, I said, "That's good. She's really good."
Really good.
Best
I ever had. Best I ever had.
Who was it? Shane Gillis. He's like doing a Trump impersonation is so easy. It's like his hands and his mannerisms are like one thing, but you got to highlight something, and it always like to give it credit or validation is say he will repeat how he felt when he first saw it. And so like he was like, I met that guy. He's a really good guy. He was a super nice guy. First time I walked in and met him, I was like, he's a nice guy.
Really nice guy.
Super nice guy. So we're gonna do great things together. I knew that from the first time I saw him.
Oh man, yeah, that's so beautiful.
So
I just love impersonation. I'm really good at them. I just never really tried doing them on stage.
you've actually heard I think maybe a few of my bits where I bust out my impersonation.
Well, you've had. I heard your. I've heard a couple of them just hanging out right now. Like they're pretty good. Your Indian one that you did, pretty good one. I ain't
my
gonna
Indian
lie.
point is on point.
Correct.
You know, it's like
Your Trump one you just did right now wasn't bad.
Absolutely, that's what I.
God damn, I feel like. Yeah, I don't know what you said, but my AT&T's still not working, bro.
You know this my good how good my Indian impersonation.
Bro, that's really good.
Here is the impersonation.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
Listen.
You sound like some dude that I cut his yard.
I tell you.
He's bargaining for me to
Okay.
cut his yard lower.
Okay, you close your eyes. Now, when I'll say 1, 2, 3, I'll say nothing. It'll be silent Indian impersonation. You just look at me, okay? You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
I am not ready, buddy.
Oh, you tell me when you're ready.
Buddy, I'm not ready. 1 second. All right, let's go.
First, move the microphone. The microphone is blocking your face.
Get out of my face, microphone. That's my impersonation.
Tilt it like towards your face, like so. Tilt it up.
Okay.
There we go. And bring it up. There we go.
What you think about my impersonation?
Hold on, I need to do it. So close your eyes. Close your eyes, and I'll say 1, 2, 3, and you look, and then look at me. No, I don't. Not or Hold it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, buddy, you got me very confused. I don't know what you're doing.
End the scene.
Fuck you, bloody.
But that's why, like, I also don't do the Indian accent so much in my bit because I feel like it'll be a crutch, you know. So it's like I'll bust it out, find my pockets now here and there, but
I think it's cool to pull each other's leg every now and then.
yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
especially your
we're
own
brown people. Yeah, we're brown.
especially-
We're all brown. I like that though. Like honestly, it's like having that tight connection with my brown brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're really I get mad love from all the Browns out here, man.
You just get mad love, dude. I mean, again, you're a likable person, and I think that if anybody hates you, Rudy, it's because they hate how likable you are. That was the problem, and there it is.
Well,
I have
at
no
least we figured it out.
I have no more honey bourbon for you.
No, there has to be more.
It's a 2-drink minimum.
This is my 1.5. You only gave me half the last time.
No, I gave you more ice and I filled up more for you.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I'm just.
You drink way more than I did.
Yeah, I drink, bro. I'm a tank.
Yeah.
Got it from my papa.
Yeah. Well, and you don't have to drive it. It makes it easier.
It really does. Sometimes you can just Uber though.
How does your family feel about your comedy career?
Oh, they love it, man. The most grateful thing I am for everything is like my mom don't worry about me anymore before she go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad she's not losing sleep over me anymore.
So she's just happy that you're doing something that you love. It's not actually even.
Yeah, my mom and my dad and
It's
my
more-
brothers
it's
and
more
my
meaning-
sisters, everybody. They come and support me too. They support me more than anybody in the world.
Why don't you go by like the comedy cook?
Cause that ain't Rudy.
Rudy the comedy cook.
It's Rudy versus comedy, baby. Me against the world, like Tupac. It's just me against the world, baby.
Well, when you say Rudy versus comedy like that, it seems like comedy's definitely winning.
Yeah, it kind of is. But we're still figuring it out. No, it's actually not even Rudy versus comedy. Everybody think it's that because that's what my Instagram looks like. It's really just Rudy V's comedy. Rudy Ventura's comedy. Yeah. But everybody's been saying Rudy versus comedy, so I was like, fuck it. If you think it's Rudy versus everybody,
There
gets
is
the and it's actually easier to say to someone.
yeah,
like,
it's kind of there's like a satirical irony to
if
it.
if I say it, they like, oh, that's pretty easy to remember.
Mm-hmm.
What secret to retire? What'd you say?
Satirical.
Satirical. What's that word?
Satire. It's like satire. It's kind of like
Oh, like simple?
no, it's like
Saturated?
satire is like it's almost not taking. It's like the truth is not taking so seriously. It's like it's like a
a stretch?
I mean, I don't know how to exactly define it right now, but
It's fine.
But it's like watching
I'll look
something
it up.
that's satire is like it's kind of like you have to find the deeper meaning. So it's like if you were watching satire comedy, it might not come off like comedy, but you have to kind of like
Look for the puzzle.
yeah, it's I guess a little bit more darker in sense, but my phone's being used. So,
You're good. I get it though, kind of.
but yeah, if I believe I can just describe it to my best of my ability right now in this current moment. But I'm excited for you, man. I think that even in the future, bro, I do actually see. I mean, I was even talking to Diego Morales, and it was kind of like the same type of vibe where it's like I feel that similar.
Diego
energy.
Morales was the first time I ever got on stage. He was my host.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was April 2nd.
Look at that.
I still have it recorded. He had his arm broken. Like an idiot. He was trying to
Like an
skateboard.
idiot.
He was trying to skateboard. I'm like, well, you're too old to be skateboarding. What are you doing out here? No, man, I got mad love for him. He's the way he made me feel to get on stage for the first time. I was like, that means a lot. And that's why
Yeah.
every time I introduce anybody on stage, I give him that WWE feeling.
Yeah.
Yo, welcome to the stage. He's my friend. He's been all over. Yo, put y'all's hands together for Shawn motherfucking Kay. Then they play the music, and you walk up. You're like, yeah.
Usually that's the outro music I'd be playing.
That's
Psych.
I just started realizing how appreciative comedians probably are for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it gives a lot of it. There's a lot of
And
apprehension.
it's not even on some fake shit either. I
No.
really do mean like, hell yeah, y'all give y'all
Well,
hands
they're
up.
also,
I'm just doing it more like
there's the pride of being the host of a mic, and these comedians are showing up to get time on.
and they're not even there to
Their
do
list.
time no more. Now they're just coming to hang out.
Yeah.
Because they get their time, but then people still stick around and watch the other ones. So no matter what, everybody's still hanging out. It's like a party at this point.
I make sure.
With
like,
me and Gunter, dude, we're gonna do some big shit.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas is a
I
good.
don't even call him Thomas. I just call him Gunter.
Gunter. Yeah, it's
That's
good.
my dog.
Yeah, Gunter is good.
Yeah, his name's Thomas, but yeah, I call him Gunter.
Yeah.
It's a fucking nice ass name.
I think it was there was one time, the reason why I'm so inclined to call him Thomas is because he was talking, there was some girl at like a bar, I think it was at like Cheapsteaks, and some girl, came by, and then some girl asked him what his name was, and his reaction was like, Thomas. And like, it was just his like nature, like, what do I say next? You know, like type of deal. But like, he's also like such a personality.
Oh, he fits my character perfect,
Yeah.
dude. We like bounce off each other. Like,
Yeah, his whole
perfect.
crew, like the whole crew is like a whole vibe.
You're honest. Yeah, we're all the crew, dude. Every time I hang out with that crew, it's like I'm part of that crew.
He said that you were his token Mexican comedy.
Yeah. Hell yeah. He's my token redneck.
And then I said, dude, he's El Salvadorian. He's like, same
Same
dude.
shit.
Same
I tell him all the
dude."
time. Yeah, exactly. He's right. I tell
Same
him,
shit,
we're the
dude. Don't
same
make me
shit,
feel
bro.
bad.
Yeah. Why you even pointing it out? I didn't even think about it like that.
I've heard it before. I just
Yeah,
forget.
have you heard? Bro, he has the best impression of me. It is so fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah?
Hilarious.
Like
He's like, so what do you get when you get a banana and you put it in a cup? You get a cup banana. But, he's just he's just clowning on me, and it's just hilarious because I play into it too. I'm like, just like how I did it right now.
Yeah.
If I did that in front of him, he's like. The way he does it though, it's like strategically, it's hilarious.
I
But
remember-
we just laugh.
I remember
like a
you
motherfucker.
you did a set at Sharks Comedy Club, and it was like right after Miles Francis, and then you did the set. I think like with maybe more enthusiasm. I don't know if you were intentionally doing it, but it sounded like you were impersonating Miles Francis.
I heard that by somebody. I think it was you.
Maybe I think I told
And
you.
I was like, I wasn't. I was just doing my. I was
So
just
then
doing my
that's
white
funny.
voice. Yeah.
That sounds funny because it seems
like,
like
hey guys, how are y'all doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Remember, I did some voice like
right,
that, right?
and
Yeah.
that which sounds like Miles Francis.
It wasn't though. It was
Yeah.
just my radio AM.
But you were holding on to it the whole time, and it was right after him. And so
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty
I
sure,
could-
dude, he's like mocked him.
I think I talked to you. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I was just up there being an idiot.
That's what I saw. That's what I saw. But
Yeah,
like,
I talked to Miles too because I think it was brought up. I don't know, but it was
Yeah.
like, I was like, I never.
No,
had
I
that
mean,
intention.
but I mean, Miles wouldn't even take offense to that.
No,
anyway.
no, yeah.
He's
yeah.
got. I mean, that's
He got thick skin.
yeah. There's a reason
That's why I
why.
love
There's a
Miles
reason
so
why
much.
I put
I would never mock
Miles
him.
on my roast.
Yeah, I would never mock Miles. He's a legend.
I
out
would
here.
totally mock Miles. Are you kidding me? But that's
Yeah.
because I got mad love for Miles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hate him, so you're
because
right.
we were talking like let's just say this. We were talking about bullshit characters that are in the comedy game.
No,
that
I
we know.
would, but I just like when I first got into the game, I didn't really know anyone, and kind of Miles was in that age group. Not the age group, but like not age, but like years into comedy, like Andy Franklin.
Yeah.
Who else? Paul Smith.
Yeah.
Liam.
Yep.
Let me say some names out there who I looked up to when I first came into the game. Those guys.
I gotta get Liam on here. It'd be a fun.
Who else? Fucking. I can't think about those guys right there. Like even in that class, you know what I'm saying? They're older. Like they're not there, just trying to hang. They're there to do their material. Fucking Vinny Corrales, you know what I'm saying? Like I had him headline just this past
And
week.
I would
He
even
had a great time. He had a fun time, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even care like about the whole thing. He was just like, this was a great venue.
yeah.
You hosted good. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the show was right, came correct.
Yeah.
And I feel like even a lot of those guys, they're very humble in nature, where it's kind of like they wouldn't even expect or even know how to understand like guys like you being like looking up to them as far as
I'm sure that's confusing to them. Even Shiva.
Yeah.
Shiva, I told him and he was like, what?
Shiva.
Shiva was like,
I feel like-
he got mad at me that I
Yeah.
said that.
Shiva,
He told me one time, he was like, I fucking hate that I can't hate you. I was like, what? He's like,
I
you
feel
just
like-
got a fucking likability about you that I just
Yeah, Shiva.
can't. I was
is
in the
that
green
guy.
room with David Lucas when he was telling in front of Shiva, in front of who's the other homeboy, white boy. I forget this dude's name. He's big in the scene. But he was just saying like Rudy's next up. This is the next Ralph Barboza. I hope you guys know.
Oh shit.
Like straight up like that. No cap. I have no reason to lie about it.
That's a big pedigree right there.
It is, but shit, I hold my weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna blow up mañana. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen tomorrow. But I'm working to get there.
I feel like actually, my homie Surgeon, he was actually on my roast too. But like, my homie Surgeon, you and him have the same type of like intensity of what they see themselves as comedians, and you guys kind of have a similar but also somewhat contrasts in style and swagger. I feel like it'd be cool to see you two.
Never heard of him.
Surgeon, yeah, he's new too. He's only been doing
Sounds
it
like
for
my brother's name.
Sirjan. It's like a Napoleon.
Brother's name is Sergio.
Napoleon
What is he?
Indian. Napoleon Indian.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's like the caveman.
Yeah, he lived.
What do they call him?
He literally moved here from Nepal, like the forest in the mountains. Oh shit! Yeah, it's crazy. I had an episode. But anyways, we are coming close to that mark, and I'm super grateful that you got a chance to at least share. You are single, right?
Yes.
When was the last time you were in a relationship?
I like 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Mhm.
Are you single by choice? You're just not looking, or is it just like I haven't found the right one? How can I get these hoes?
All the above.
But what is it? What are you? What kind of lady are you looking for, Rudy? Talk to him.
What kind of lady am I looking for? I don't know. Like the one that God has designed for me. I don't think it's really just
That's
on
real.
my choice. I think it's
That's
more-
real. Have no expectations,
Yeah.
and be willing to embrace it when you feel like
I'm just gonna love the
God,
shit out of
God
her.
is bringing this woman to me,
Yeah.
and I feel the
That's
same
some
way.
real shit. I'm not even kidding.
I actually feel that very
believe
much
that.
way. I think it was the same way. I met Pilar a month after I decided I was moving to Texas from Chicago, and I was single for 3.5 years, and I've let go of girls for way less, and I couldn't quit her. And then finally, I've had to tell this story so many times that like I'm trying to I keep simplifying it, but I thought meeting her kids was gonna be the thing that like finally like pushes me away, and then there ended up being great kids, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know why I see this future working and all that. You are now in the post aftermath, over 3 years later.
You're here in today too.
Hmm?
You're here in the today too.
No, we're all of us. You know what I mean? Like this was something me and her talked about, and things that we kind of like prepped the kids
This
for.
is the
and
passion that's came from it.
this is all it. It's here, and you're here in it.
Yeah, it's so
And-
beautiful.
And you brought your pupusa.
Yeah. I gotta put my pussy in your pussy. I mean,
Mine?
I mean,
Mine? My pupusa?
pussy, your mouth. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was trying to.
You wanna put
make
in my
something
pussy?
funny.
It ain't hers.
Oh, let me call the guy you just crossed out. Real
No. Oh yeah. Yeah, you probably would. He was like, "No, she told me to come." Fucking piece of shit.
No,
So-
dude. I am just more than grateful to be here, dude. I'm so.
It won't be-
Thank
it-
you for bringing me. up
No,
in this
thank you for
bitch.
coming. Thank you for coming. It's only a very few guys where I'm like, they're gonna come back again. But you have a lot more value than you've had for other guests. So I feel like let's do. You come through for another episode. Maybe we'll bring another guest. We'll have it. Keep
Yeah,
it fun.
let's go.
That as you
We're
can
gonna do
see,
big things in this future. I promise.
Yeah, man. But it's
I'm trying to travel.
I got the space up in here, dude. You know what I mean? So
I'm young. Shit.
Yeah, we can go
I'm
burn
ready.
some calories on the playground next door.
I'm like not too young though either. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
you
young,
know.
but I'm like where
Knowledgeable.
where I've exactly where
You're
I've learned from
knowledgeable.
my younger self.
Yeah.
I know fuck shit when I see it.
Fuck shit.
Yeah.
And we don't fuck with the fuck shit unless I fuck with that shit.
Yes.
You know what it is.
Whatever that means.
I don't know. I was just trying to flow. So as I know you haven't seen a lot of the episodes or any of them for that matter. So I end the podcast in the same exact way, and I have my guests leave out on a final quote, sentiment, phrase, whatever you want to do. But the way I want you to frame it and imagine it is that if this was going to be the last thing you might possibly say on camera, right? Now's the time to say it. You look right into the camera, into the people's eyes, right in front of you, and you give them, to close off the episode, just a final sentiment from Rudy Ventura versus comedy.
Thoughts are like clouds. The more you focus on one, you don't really see the other ones around you. So sometimes you just gotta live in the moment, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's all.
Makes plenty of sense to me.